Welcome to a product review from a company called OHREX, who've sent to me a Sat Nav system, a GPS Sat Nav system that is suited for your larger vehicles. So if you've got a large motorhome, caravan, camper van or a truck, etc., this could be ideal for you. As ever, there's a link in the description down there below if you want more information on how to buy this and things like that. And I try to bring you products that I think my viewers may be interested in. So I'm just going to dive straight into the box and show you what's in the box, which you won't be able to see because the box is down here below. So I've got the main unit inside the box here. We've got a user manual, a data transfer cable, which I'll come to in a minute. That's quite important to remember that one. That's a data transfer cable. We have got a sucker mount, a window mount for the unit. Got backplate mount to mount the unit onto the sucker mount, if that makes any sense. That will click into place. We've got a USB charge cable stroke live cable. And we've also got a cigarette lighter type cable to keep this powered on. So let's have a quick look at this. Again, this is here. So this has got free lifetime maps, speed camera updates and points of interest. But the updates are all done via your PC. So you can download the files and update this. And looking on it, we've got, there's a little TF card reader here, charge here, headphones, things like that. And the unit speaks the road names to you, and it comes complete with UK, Ireland and European maps. And you can even download offline maps with this one. So as I say, this is quite exciting. And you can do a postcode search for your locations as well as a manual search. And it's got a super fast touch screen, so I'm told. And this also has got an FM transmitter. So if you want the Sat Nav to give you your audio prompts through your speakers, you can transmit from this to a frequency on your car radio unit. Intelligent route planning, and it will help you avoid roads and forbidden roads that may not be suitable for a large vehicle. Okay, so I mentioned before about these two cables here which look very similar. So this is your charging cable. So if you want to plug this in for a live charge, you can do it via your cigarette lighter plug, that cable, or if you've got a spare USB, you can use this one. Don't get this mixed up. This is a data cable, so if you need to connect the Sat Nav system to a laptop or a PC for updates, that's the cable you need to do there. And then there's a peel off screen which has got something always satisfying with it, isn't it? Some details and instructions there about the data cable and things like that. The other thing with this, which is quite nice, is it does come with its own built-in battery. Obviously speakers on here as well, and there's a tiny little reset button on here. I believe it's 7-inch screen, and over on the top here is your power button. So what we'll do is we'll power this on. You can see how quickly this loads up. I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll look through some of the menus and some of the things that you can do to set this up, and then we'll take this out at some stage onto the road and give it a trial. But you saw then how fast that was to load up. That's literally just a few seconds. I'm going to flip the camera around now so you can look down at the screen, and we'll go through what some of these icons that you can see actually do. Okay, so as explained, there are detailed instructions in the instruction book on setting things up. This is telling you about your data cable and your charging cable. This is a quick start guide and things like this. So I'm going to just semi get straight in here, and I'm sorry about a bit of reflection. There's not a lot I can do about that, but you've got a date and time set in here, and you can see how quickly that was done. So we've got today's date, the 17th of October, so I'm recording this, and I'm recording this at noon. I've just got a bit of a gap at work at the moment, and you can do your time zone in here as well. Once you're done, if you click the arrow key, it gives you that. This is your FM transmitter. If you want to use FM, and you can tune in your frequency. We're not going to use that. We're going to use the built-in speaker at the moment, so you can disable that or enable it. We've got, let's come down to the configuration. So this is where you would do your flash updates. As again, you can download the files and put them onto a micro SD card, which obviously we're not going to be doing that at the moment. This is out of the box. Volume button on here, so you can do different settings. You've got a tap screen that you can turn on and off, and obviously your main volume on here. All self-explanatory, and I don't know whether you can tell how quick and fast and responsive the screen is. GPS, this will take a minute. Oh wow, that was amazing, wasn't it? Look how fast that was. These are showing all the satellites that the system is picking up. It's yeah, and the longitude and latitude of where we are and things like that. We've got total satellite of 13 here. We're using 10 of the satellites for the moment, so that yeah, it wasn't that super fast, that. And there's a refresh button here if you wanted to do that. I'm just going to click no on that, but if you wanted to do that. And then you've got your settings. So you've got your language setting, self-explanatory. We're doing this in English. You've got your backlight. This is how bright or dark you want the screen to be. I don't know if you can see that's dimming down or super bright on here. You can do a factory reset, and we're now going to go for the system information, and that's basically showing what platform it's on and what version that we're running as well. All very simple. Yeah, should have also mentioned, so this is the date, so the time up here, this is showing the date and the battery, so this has got a full battery on here at the moment. Okay, so to dive in now and get into some of the GPS settings, the actual Sat Nav settings, this is where you will now configure this for what kind of unit you're going to be using this for. So this sort of loads up its own bit of software. So you can give it a profile name, so we can call it Lorry, but we could change that to I don't know, something else. We can call it a motor or a home, if I can smell it right. Motor home. And click done if you're happy on that one. You've got the type, you've got the maximum speed limits, which you can adjust again if you've got speed limits on your vehicle. So if we did it to 60 miles an hour, maybe 59, just below the 60 mark. You can confirm the parameters for each of your plannings. These are in yards, so you can change this to meters if you wanted. So this is yeah, it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Got length 13 yards, but obviously you can configure that into your length of your vehicle, the width of your vehicle, and the height of your vehicle. So this will help you with height restriction areas, tunnels and things like that. If you've got a trailer on, the axles and the maximum allowed weight. So if you've got restrictions on the weight of your vehicle on bridges, then the actual weight are there. Again, all fairly self-explanatory and simple to do. Part of the route requires special permits. Click OK. Where should we go to now? We'll click down on the settings on here. So you've got sound and warnings, Again, you've got everything on here. You've got speed warning settings. You can do audio, visual. It's really intensive, this, if I'm absolutely honest. There's a lot you can do here. You can change voices into different voices.
Hello, I'm Daniel.
Oh, hello, Daniel. I don't know. Should we have that one there?
Have a nice trip. Drive carefully.
Okay, let's go for email.
Have a nice trip. Drive carefully. I'm Serena. Please drive carefully today.
There we go. Aren't they always fun? Yeah, you can get other information that it can give you on these settings here. Warning signal alerts, ticks, curves, things, all the rest of it. You will configure this how you want it for your unit that you're on. And again, going back up to here, volume buttons. So you've got your master volume button, the voice button, the dings and the alerts. You can do a number of changes on those. You've got a quick menu, so you can add things into your favourites. You've got your history on here. You can edit your routes. I'm not going to go into this because you will need to do this yourself. Customise your route settings. Again, you've got the up and down key here. Or the touchscreen is super sensitive. Customise your map settings. There is a lot you can do with this, isn't there? It's absolutely amazing. Where am I? You can click, cancel your route, and things like that. Driving time management, you've got here. So if you were, if you're on a tacho, so like a lorry driver, this can tell you the maximum amount of time that you're allowed to brake for, when your brakes are. So this is ideal if you're using this in a truck, which is here. Traffic, so you've got your historical traffic details are here. You've got your route settings, and again, we call the vehicle our motorhome, on the road, the fastest route. Yes, include motorways, toll bridges, toll users, ferries. Obviously, unpaved roads not suitable for a lorry or a motorhome, or if you're towing a caravan. You've got numerous different profiles. So if you were a caravan user, you could have driver profile 1. I don't know, you could have that for your car. Driver profile 2 is car towing your caravan, etc. Or car towing a trailer or trailer tent. You've got your map settings. You've got different views that you can do here, and the colours and all. There's a lot you can do with this one here. Look. There's a lot, an awful lot. Your regional settings, so English, units and formats. So we can do miles and yards. You could do kilometres and metres.
Turn back where possible. Then, at end of the road, turn left.
Okay, I'm not too sure where that's sending me to. Miles per gallon, your weight, currency, date format, date, month, year, which is the way we've got that. Time zones were fine, units and everything. What else have we got down here? Got trip monitor, enable auto savings for your trips, for your data. You've got a configuration wizard, which will talk you through here. So you've got, I've got this obviously on English, Serena, TTS.
I'm Serena. Please drive carefully today.
With our street names announced, you could change the voice to Kate, street names not announced. So if you get annoyed with that, you've got other options on here. And then you've got a reset. And then here now is showing where we are. So as I'm recording this, I'm at work. So it's showing me I'm at the bottom of Coots Lane. I'm on an unnamed area. And here's your menu. And you can then put in your destinations, find an address, find on maps. You can put, if I wanted to say go to Alford, so I've put that in. You can look at your history. So I did have a little quick play with this one here. You can delete your history if you wanted to. You can find places. So these are your sort of points of interest, for want of a better word. So if you need to find a petrol station or parking, restaurant, accommodation, and then you've obviously got the map. So that's giving a map of where I am. So you can see down here there's a petrol station, petrol station, petrol station. And not too sure why it's got Nottingham on there, but you can basically put where you want to go, enter the town name, put in a postcode, and off you'll go. So I think what we'll do, I think we'll come back off the menu here. So this is more things you've got here. So you have got a music player, picture view, I'm not too sure. These are just, yeah, fuel consumption, sunrise, you've got a trip monitor, even a calculator on here. So this afternoon, once I've got my check-ins done and I'm able to pop off the site for a few minutes, we'll take this out, put it into the car. As I did explain before, you have got this back plate here which clips to the back of the unit here. You have got a, I'll take it out of the bag so you can see, a window sucker mount here, and then this all clips into place, etc. for mounting it. What I'm going to do is, I'm probably not actually going to window mount this one, just because I'm just going through a bit of a review and a bit of a demo with you. So we'll crack on with this in a short while, and we're going to take this out physically on the road and see how it performs. Okay, so I'm in the car, and just for this review and demonstration, I'm not putting the Sat Nav system onto the windscreen. I've already got another system there which I will keep off camera, but I've just got it onto here. Sorry about the reflection. And so we're going on a short journey, and so I can click show map. We've got the options. We went through all these menus earlier, didn't we? We're going to click destination. I've got Alford is a small village not too far from me, so we'll make our way there. This is now showing me the route again. You won't be able to see brilliantly onto here, showing where we are and where we're going to. And click next, and going to click OK, and we put the size of the vehicle in. A part of this route requires special permits, blah blah blah, and let's click go. Okay, and that's the sat nav onto here. Obviously I'm not going to be able to record because I'm going to be driving, and we don't want to be doing that, do we? But what I will do is, as it's safe to stop and physically turn off the car and take the keys out of the ignition to prove that I'm not recording while I'm driving, we'll have a look on the way that this route takes us. So I just pulled in at a car park in Alford, and say I've got this freestanding at the moment. So lots of reflection. That was so easy to navigate and to see the route. The voice prompts were also a joy, very, very nice and easy. And one thing that I really like with this, and I've not had a sat nav system that's actually done this, so you do get sat nav will warn you if you're exceeding the speed limit and things like this, and some of them like give a bleep or an audio, and you get a little indication on the screen. This one actually says, it actually speaks to you. I don't know, the speed limit is 30 miles an hour, please slow down. It actually very calmly warns you if you are going over the speed limit. So that has been absolutely a doddle to use. It's a bit hard on this trial, if I'm absolutely honest, because I'm in a car and I've not put in that, you know, I've not gone down any inaccessible roads. Let's say if I was in a large unit, a lorry or a large motorhome and things like that. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to reprogram the sat nav now to take me back to the campsite, and I'll give a verdict once I'm back on site. Right, so back at the campsite, I've given that a shot. I've been over to a little village called Alford. Again, what I'm not able to do on this one was actually to see if it would avoid any tight roads or bridges, things like that, but it would appear that that's exactly what it can do. You can put the specification of your vehicle into this little unit. What I did find was it was simple to set up. You saw most of the instructions that we had. It was really easy on the ear, getting the directions. The road names were super useful, came in very handy. Click show map. Yeah, absolutely no issue. I did really like the speed warnings as well, the speed camera warnings, that you're going over the limit. Again, it's not in your face. It was really subtle. So as ever, there's a link in the description if you want to find any more information on the on this little unit. Go and have a look. I should have also said you're going to be surprised at how affordable this is as well. So when you compare the price of this, I'm not going to give the price now on this review, because as we all know, prices alter. But go and check the price of this to some of those other brands, brother brands, and I think you're going to be very surprised. So thumbs up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you found that useful, and if you do decide to buy one, I'm sure you're going to be absolutely more than delighted.